Welcome everybody. Welcome to the DreAMpoweR Masterclass. If you are joining with us here on Zoom, welcome you all. If you are on YouTube with us, welcome to you on our YouTube channel also. Make sure to subscribe our YouTube channel if you are on YouTube. And if you are here on Zoom, you also make sure that later on you go to our YouTube channel and you subscribe it and you give us a thumbs up, a like, and a comment on our YouTube channel. So what I can promise you all is that today you are in for a treat. It is a DreAMpoweR Masterclass, and I believe this is going to bring a change to your life. And if you can hear me properly, just let me know in the chat box. All right, perfect. You can hear me. That is awesome. All right, guys. So without any further delay, let me just switch on the video, and here we are. So here we go. So welcome, guys. Welcome into this DreAMpoweR Masterclass, where I am going to bring your dreams towards you, and I'm going to show you how they can be a reality. And in the meanwhile, as you are joining us, just let us know in the chat box that from which part of the world you are tuning in today, what you're really passionate about, what is something that you really want to achieve, what is something that jazzed you up in the morning, so that we can build a connection with you all. As I can see that on YouTube, there are comments coming in. I love your comments, guys, here. We have just reached 500 subscribers on YouTube also, which is a big win. So if you're not a subscriber yet, I highly encourage you to really hit the subscribe button right now. All right, so Priya said, hi Priya, good to see you here. Awesome, wonderful. I'm really happy to see you on YouTube, Priya. That's good to see you here. Manikiran is here on YouTube. Manjula is here on YouTube. Chintan is here. Awesome. I absolutely love to see a lot of you. What I really want to tell you that this session that we are doing today here, it is going to be about like, a 50 minutes to an hour long session. Okay, so what I'm going to recommend you to do is that stay there till the end. All right, stay in this session till the end, because you are going to learn something that you have never learned before, because we have information that can literally turn your life on its head. And I'm going to talk to you about, as you can see on the screen, it's a DreAMpoweR Masterclass. Now, when I talk about DreAMpoweR, these are two different words, but combined together in such an order that DreAMpoweR represents the whole true phenomena or philosophy or whatever you want to call it of life. Now, I believe you have dreams. I have dreams. I'm not sure about how many of you have written them down, but my goals are written down. I have a specific goal that I'm moving towards, and it is always there in my pocket. But I know that somehow there is an idea. There is something that really excites you. There is something that really scares you. There is something that you want to achieve, something that really jazzes you up. It is right there in the bottom of your heart. And you are really serious and committed enough to go after it. But then there is an unseen wall that stops most of you. And we're going to cover a lot about that today. And we are going to talk about the power that is right there within you. And that power is the power of I am. It's the X factor we are going to talk about. And once you learn how to use that power, your whole life will take a turn that you have never, ever thought before. So welcome to the masterclass. I'm Sukhveer Singh, owner and the founder of Human Potential and Growth. Welcomes you all from which part of the world you are tuning in. Once again, if you are joining with us on Zoom, I'm really happy to see you here. If you are on YouTube, wonderful. Just be there and make sure to subscribe our channel. So now let's move forward. Now, what you're going to learn in the masterclass, or what you can expect out of this masterclass. Now sit back, buckle up your seatbelts, because you are in for a ride, my dear friend. It's not an ordinary masterclass. It is an extraordinary stuff that we're going to present in front of you. It is something that you have never thought before. It is something that is going to bamboozle your mind. It is going to shake you, and it will be like, in the end, it's like I have put on, I have put a bucket of ice on your head, and all of a sudden it's like, you like, whoom, wake up to the reality. That's what's going to happen today. And I'm going to explain you some of the key concepts about dreams. Like many people don't understand about dreams. Now, when I say many people don't understand about dreams, there is something very, 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 very important I have on my mind when I said that. People don't understand dreams, what dreams are, why they're important, how to really go towards their manifestation. I'm going to talk about that. And then I'm going to ask you some questions, the questions that will change your life forever. Keep in mind, when I asked those questions to myself first time, it literally changed my life forever. And I'm going to ask you the same questions, and I know they are going to change your life forever. So be ready and be prepared. And I'm going to share an idea with you that will give you a new perspective, a new perception towards your life. And you know what perception? Wayne Dyer said it something really beautifully about perception. He said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at changes. So it's not like the thing has changed, it's our perception and viewpoint that literally changed, and that makes a big difference. And that's what is going to happen today in this DreAMpoweR Masterclass. I'm going to help you to change your way towards your dreams, and then I'm going to show you how you can really have them and manifest them. And then the reality about us. Most people don't really never understand who they are. For them, it's just a physical appearance. That's not who you are. You are beyond than that. And there is a spiritual perfection in every single cell of your body, but most of the cases we don't even entertain that idea. That idea seems like a far-fetched idea out there in the universe that we never consider about. And once you understand that idea, you know what's going to happen? The confusion, it's going to be removed. And a clarity and understanding is going to put up into your mind. And that will show you the magical formula that I'm going to talk about in tonight's call. So be there till the end. Now, I want you to take a step into the future. Now, what I want you to do right now is just sit back and relax and close your eyes. Okay? Sit back and relax and close your eyes. And I want you to think about something that you truly desire. Okay? It could be any idea, it could be any goal, something that you have on your mind. I want you to think about that. As you can hear the music in the background, that music is really going to help you to focus more and more on what you want. So in this relaxed, peaceful music, I want you to think about the life that you really want to live. I'm going to leave you here for a few minutes. Then I'll come back and I'll allow you to get back to the answers. So stay there in this vibration for maybe 5 minutes. Understand one thing. You are living in a universe where there is abundance. And that abundance means everything that you desire is already yours. It's a matter of tuning into that frequency. So now, tune into that frequency. Tune into that frequency.
I want you to listen to me. If your dream is to buy a dream house, see that dream house. If your dream is to earn more money, see yourself being in the possession of the money and doing the things you always wanted to do. Whatever your dream is, understand that you're in a position right now where you can really visualize it. Picture that as clear as you can. So now I will count from 5 to 1, and on the count of 1, you will open your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Now I want you to open your eyes. Open your eyes and tell me in the chat box that what is something that you visualized in the last 5 minutes that you have spent in that meditative state. Tell me what you have just really felt, something that you really connected with. And whatever you have connected with, understand that it is possible for you. It is possible for you to really make it a reality. But before we talk about how to make it reality, I want to see in the comment box that what is something that you have really, really felt. If you're on YouTube, just type in the chat box. If you're here on Zoom, just go to the chat box and share your experience. And understand that sharing your experience is very, very vital on this masterclass, because then you will be able to learn more out of it. Then you will be able to grasp more out of this session. And as I can see that on YouTube, it is a little delay of this broadcast. So some of you may be commenting right now. So I want you to go into the chat box, guy, and really, really type it. Type whatever you have just seen exactly, whatever it was, just go there and type in the chat box, because I want to know what was that you really felt connected with. All right, so there is someone who said, on YouTube, I saw myself standing on a platform and addressing the people. What an incredible idea. Now, let me tell you one thing, Priya. It is possible. That is your dream, and your dream has the ability to manifest itself into the reality once you learn how to use the power that is the divine intelligence that flows to and through you all the time. And let me tell you, you can. The question on this slide is, what if you can? But I can tell you, surely, surely you can. But the only thing that you need to understand is that as soon as you make a decision, it's like as soon as you commit yourself that this is what I want and that's where I'm going in my life, you know what's going to happen? There is going to be an insidious inner voice that is going to pop up, and it is going to give you all the valid reasons. I mean, every single reason it is going to give you that is available on this planet, and it is going to tell you that why you cannot. And that insidious voice that I'm talking about is a paradigm. Way back in 2015, when I was sitting in this room, it was the storeroom of my house. I was sitting there And I had big dreams on my mind. As you can see on the wall, there is a calendar and there is a map of the world. And I have this big dream. I have planted that on that map, where I see myself working all over the world. You can see the lines that represents my company working all over the world. But that insidious voice inside me was popping up and telling me, who the hell you think you are, Mr. Sukhveer Singh? You are no one. Nobody knows you. How you can do that? And this was like the stoppage point that I have at that time. But I truly understand one thing, that there is a power. There is something that I can really do. And that awareness came to me after studying with my mentors, after really understanding the core of myself, the who I am. And that's what you really need to understand, that whatever your dream is, it is possible. It is possible for you. As I can see that, some of you were saying that I was extensively relaxed. I do believe in the cosmic energy that brings abundance in life. That's true. Now, believing in that is one thing. The second thing is that turning your belief into a fact. So let's talk about how to turn your belief into a fact. And if I can do that, if I can move myself from that office to this place where I'm sitting right now, if I can literally change my life like night and day, if I can build a company where I'm actually coaching people of 6 different countries right now, whatever your dream is, you can do that too. But that requires an understanding of a decision. Helen Keller wrote something very powerful. She said that life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. So, on which side you are right now? Are you really making your life a daring adventure, or it is nothing at all right now for you? And you know that from your experience, you know that from how, actually you are putting an effort. Are you really going after what you really want, or you're just settling for whatever seems possible to you at this moment? And if you're settling for what seems possible, my dear friends, you're not going to reach the epic, the growth where you will be feeling someone different than who you are right now. And that requires going after something that you have never done before. And that's what we talk about, the big C-type goal that my mentor Bob Proctor taught me. So life isn't either a daring adventure, and it's about your dreams. It's about your dreams. James Allen said that. He said, dreams are the seedling of realities. I believe you have dreams. And I believe every single person who is right here, they have dreams. But there's something really stops people. Now, I have an article on dreams. It is right there. And this is one of the best philosophy that I have ever read on dreams. And I keep it always on my desk. It's just a one-page article, but there are some lines here on this article that really fascinates me a lot. It's like, it seemed like, whenever I read them, there is something that just pushes me. There is something that really shakes me and really make me to, go to the next level of my life and really question myself. Am I really going after something that I really want? And that's what I really want you to think about when I'm reading this passage to you. So listen very carefully and understand that we hear with our ears, we listen with our emotions. So I really want you to listen with your emotions. When I say emotions, put your logical reasoning mind aside for a moment. Put your thinking cap aside for a moment. You can be a great engineer. You can be a best doctor. You can be best at your profession. But what I'm going to share with you right now, treat that as a person who has its, professional cap off and a thinking cap on. And when I say thinking cap on, that means you think from what I'm sharing, not from what has been programmed into your mind with respect to what we are talking about. There is a difference. And the difference is that when you listen emotionally, you're going to feel connected with that. You are going to have aha moments like that. And that is going to give you the awareness that is necessary for the growth that you are seeking. So let's get into the article. And I'm going to read just 1 or 2 lines. And that is going to like bamboozle your mind. And I'm very much sure about that. So let's see what author said. He said, in order to have dreams, you need to be better than average. Dream requires a higher standard, one that modern culture rarely shows us. Dreams require that we evaluate where we are and become dissatisfied. Only by becoming dissatisfied can we take ourselves to a higher level. You will feel uneasy for a while, but that uneasiness becomes the reason for moving forward, a reason for changing our lives, a reason to fix that relationship, a reason to quit the job, a reason to start the business that you always wanted to start. It provides us the reason to seek help for compulsive behavior when needed, and the reason for expecting more from ourselves. I mean, this is one of the best ever philosophy on the dreams that I have ever read. And whenever I reread it, that really, it really just inspires me, because that is so true. The society in which we are living, that society doesn't encourage us to go and set goals. You know what society teaches us? Society teaches us that, okay, go to a good college, go to a good school, get a good degree, get a good paycheck, and stay comfortable there. Don't think about fuzzy things. Just think about, just think about having a good life. Just think about living in your expenses. Society never teaches us that we can grow our income and we can really live the life the way we want to live. Society never teaches us that you can live the desire that you have in your heart. They teaches us to be bounded in our own limitations. Imagine a world, and I want you to imagine this with me as I'm saying, imagine a world where every single person, when I say every single person, I mean every single person is living the life they want to live, doing the work they want to do. And there is a harmonious vibration, cooperation, and harmony all over the world. And to do that, we got to raise our awareness. To do that, we got to work on ourselves. You cannot change the whole world, but you can change the whole world for you by changing you. And it starts with the question, what do you really, really want? And this is a very triggering question. When I say, what do you really want? It's not about what your parents want from you, although they really care for you. They want you to have a better future. They really want you to really, succeed in your life. But since they are unaware, they are afraid that what if you lose? But tell me, what if you succeed? So it's not about what anybody else wants from you. It's about what do you want? What is that desire that is seeking expression to and through you? The desire that is right there at the bottom of your heart. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about when I say, what do you really want? Now, Bill Gates was a Frank Sinatra of public speaking. Bob Proctor talks a lot about him. And Bob mentioned that Bill Gates have a quote, and he said that if I want to be free, I gotta be me. Not the me you think I should be, not the me society, my friends, my spouse, my kids, my family think I should be. If I want to be free, I gotta be me, and I know who the real me is. And that's all about following your passion. It's all about following the voice in your heart, not in your head. It's in your heart, something that you truly desire. Like, what do you really want? And I know we all want to be free. When I say free, we all have our own meanings of being free. Some of you want financial freedom, some of you want time freedom, some of you want freedom from all the responsibilities and hassles and dazzle that are around you. But the core of us is being free. And guess what? Spirit, it only works at its best when it is freely flowing to and through you. As soon as you bring some resistance, that break down your body, that break down everything in your life. It's like Bob Proctor said that. He said, freedom is the goal of the soul. The spirit want to be free because the spirit is always meant for expression and fuller expansion. It's like expansion and fuller expression. But by our limiting behavior, by our limiting thoughts, by our limiting paradigm, we don't allow that spirit to flow freely. We really make it caught up. We really just pissed off everything in our life. But if you want to be free, you got to be you. And you got to ask yourself two questions. Because being free, you got to pay the price. Nothing comes in this world without a price. And anything we got for free, we don't value it. Earl Nightingale said something very funny but very serious at the same time. He said, one of the most precious possession we have is our own mind. But the problem is that since we got it for free, most people are not using it. That may even hurt some of you. But at the same time, that's the truth. We're not even using maybe the 10% of our mental ability. And whatever we're doing, it's not at all the mental ability. It's like just, looking at the logical way on life and taking logical steps and just being stuck wherever we are. So the question I really want to ask you are these. Am I able to achieve my dreams? And am I willing to pay the price? And if you want to understand whether you're able or not, there are only two resources that you can go for. One is science, another one is theology. And they both tell the same thing, that a human being is capable of doing anything and everything that he wants to accomplish. You can ask a scientist and he will tell you the same thing. You can ask a theologist, he will tell you the same thing, that you can achieve whatever you want to achieve within the bounds and the limits of nature. But you got to pay the price. What's that price? There are many forms of the price. You got to invest your money in yourself. You got to invest your time in yourself. You maybe have to, you have to really push yourself against the wall. It's not like, pushing you blindly, but really with the understanding. The faith based upon understanding is the key to freedom. Freedom doesn't achieve just through the sheer hard work. It is achieved through, a really work, you can say that a right effective amount of work right there, and that combined with an effective action. If just hard work pays off, then the people who do labor might have been one of the richest person on our planet, but they are not. Hard work is not the answer. There has to be efficient work combined with the right mindset that it requires. That's why there is a price to be paid. And the first price you have to pay is that you are living in a social world where you have been programmed by many people. First, you have been programmed genetically at the time of conception that by your environment, and these days we are getting programmed by this small device every single day. The information we read here, the videos we watch here, unconsciously we don't even realize that these ideas are getting in their subconscious mind. It's like feeding information right there, and 97% of the information you might be listening to, watching to, reading to is not the productive one for you. Napoleon Hill said that to influence your subconscious mind, you got to pay that price. And the price is everlasting persistence in applying the principle Napoleon Hill talks about. So you got to change your conditioning, you got to change your paradigm, you got to change the blueprint of yourself, because right now you are a product of someone else thinking. Now, that may really puzzle you for a minute, but really think about it, what I'm saying. How many of you really make decisions based upon what you think? Or how many of you just seek for guidance or just seek for help before any decision? You never rely on your own decisions. Why we need help from somebody else? Why you really want to justify your decision by somebody else? If you want it, you want it. Why don't you go out and make it happen? You find ways to do it rather than looking at why it's not going to happen. You got to pay the price. That is the reason why only 5% of the people are successful on this planet. They are willing to pay the price. They are willing to risk. They are willing to risk their time. They are willing to risk their money. They are willing to risk everything on stake. If you go and read the Think and Grow Rich book and you read the story of Edwin C. Barnes, he put his whole life on a risk. He was waiting for just one opportunity and he was not willing to drift anywhere else. He wanted to be the business partner of Thomas A. Edison, and he was willing to be there until he get that opportunity. He paid a very heavy price. Are you committed to pay such kind of price? You got to think about it. And then understand that your dreams can be converted into reality because you are the co-creator. You have godlike abilities. You have a higher mental faculties, imagination, perception, intuition, reason, memory, will. Using them, you can create your reality. But there are three concepts you got to understand: the dreams, the reality, and the reflection. Now, many people really don't understand them. Let's talk about them one by one. What are dreams? It's something that you truly desire. What I just talked about, a couple of slides ago, that what do you really want? That's what dreams are. And reality is not what you see on outside. That's not a reality. That's just a reflection. Your present results are not your reality. Your present results are a reflection of your mindset that you're having right now. And guess what? That mindset is developed by the old thought patterns that you have carried around in your head for such a long time. What is reality? The reality is that you're a spiritual being. The reality is that there is a power flowing to and through you all the time. The reality is that you have higher mental faculties. Using those mental faculties, you can tap into the universe, you can build ideas and thought, and you can convert them into what you really want. And you can change your reflection. That's your reality. Let me ask you a question. 50 years ago, we were not able to communicate the way we are communicating today. My parents have never seen this 50 years ago, a business where you are sitting in front of a laptop, you have a camera on, you're wearing a good suit, and you're teaching something to people all over the world. They have never even imagined about it 50 years ago that it was possible. But see, today it is possible. In fact, it is happening. You know why? Because people at that time never had the awareness that the people have right now. And guess what? 50 years from now, there is going to be something different that we have never imagined yet. The science is progressing at a rapid speed. The world is changing. Our world is no longer a big world now. We are connected with every single person, and we can connect with the person on the other side of planet within a fraction of seconds. I can take this phone and I can dial your number and I'll be there with you. It doesn't matter wherever in the world you are, because you are on a frequency. My phone is on a frequency. When frequency connected, bang, there is a communication. That's life. That's dreams. Your dreams are on a frequency. But since you are programmed, you on a different frequency. It's like AM band on a radio and an FM band. You are on an AM frequency. Your goal is on an FM frequency. If you keep vibrating there, you cannot achieve there. To do that, you have to vibrate here. Then your goal is going to move towards you, and then you're going to get it. It's simple, not easy. It requires a lot of work, a lot of study, and a lot of dedication. That is a reason why only few of people are doing it. So there is a magical formula, and that magical formula can give you everything and anything that you want. And the magical formula that I'm talking about, it's goals. Now, what are goals? What are goals? Now, there is a specific analogy that I have developed over my experience for the last 5 years. And I have break down goals into certain specific set of words, alphabets. And that really signifies the whole process of how goals help you to achieve success. So it doesn't matter whether you have understood anything from this masterclass up till this point or not. But if you just understand what I'm going to share with you right now in the next 5 minutes, it can change your whole life. So I really want you to pay attention right now, right here. Have a very serious attention on this particular slide. The first two alphabets right here represents go. That means let go. Let go of the limiting beliefs that you have been holding on to. Let go of the ideas that you're not worthy enough of success. Let go of the ideas that it is impossible to achieve money or financial freedom or a perfect health or really have a good business going on in this world right now. Let go of all that rubbish that has been gone into your subconscious mind, consciously or unconsciously by other people. Let go of them. That's the first step. It's just like that. You have a glass of water that is filled with water, and then you want to put Coke into that. You cannot put Coke into a filled glass unless you make it empty. So you have to let go of what is already there in your mind and that is not serving you. That is the first far most important step that you got to take. You got to let go. And then you got to act as if The third alphabet is A, act as if. Now, this is something every successful leader has been talking about throughout the history. Every single person who achieved something worthwhile in their life, they acted like the person they wanted to become. So you got to act like the person you want to become. You got to act like, if you want to become a millionaire or if you want to have a great business, act like the person you want to become. Now, some of you may ask me how I can do that. Acting like doesn't mean that you go and now buy a property of $1 million if that person is buying it. Acting like means you really think right here how that person is thinking. If you cannot buy the property right now, at least set a goal that I'm going to do it in a year or a month or maybe 5 years from now. At least set up that positive expectation and put it out there in the universe. Remember, by the law of cause and effect, everything will come back, but you really got to study it. It's not going to happen by because you just spend 40 minutes on this seminar. It's not going to happen by watching endless videos on YouTube. You really got to get involved into effective education combined with the professional coaching. Nothing changes until you changes. And for you to change, you need a system. That is the reason why billions and millions of people are still stuck, even after watching tons of content on YouTube. You know why? It's not about what you know, it's about what you do. And what you do, it depends upon what is programmed into your mind. And that really keep people stuck. So to escape a prison, you must know you are in one. You cannot escape a prison if you don't know you are in one. So the third step here is learn, unlearn, and relearn, my dear friends. Eric Hoffer wrote something on this. He said, the illiterate of 21st century are not going to be the people who cannot read or write. The illiterate of 21st century are going to be the people who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. So you got to learn something new. You got to unlearn the old ideas that are not serving you. And then you got to keep learning it, relearning it. That's the process. And that has to be done in a systematic way. It should not be a vague, like one day you're watching this video, next day you're watching that video, next day you're reading this book, next day you're reading that book. You may become puzzled, and then you may end up feeling more frustrated. Why other people are succeeding? Why not me? Why they are getting the results? Why I'm not getting it? So that's why a system is highly recommended. A system is highly required. Once you do all of that stuff, you reach the success that I'm talking about. And that success can be different for you. For someone, it can be financial freedom. For someone, it can be a great relationship. For someone, it can be a great happy married life. For someone, it can be seeing their son succeed. It could be any definition. But that starts with changing you, what's right there in your mind first. And that mental magical move that you got to make, this is very important. Understand that. You have to make a mental magical move. Decision. Nothing changes until you make a decision. And I'm going to ask you to make a decision today at the end of the masterclass. And your decision will decide a lot about your future. You will always have two options. Either you make a decision or you don't make a decision. Never stay in between a thing, because when you think, you're not saying yes or no, and you're just hurting yourself, none of other people. So you got to make a decision once we reach the end of the webinar, the masterclass. But what I'm talking about right now, right here, is that why we don't do the things that we know we should do. Like there are salespeople who know that they should go and out there and talk to people. There are so many people in the businesses who know that what should they do in a business to really succeed, but they still don't do it. So the question, as I said, it's not about, what to do. The question is about why we don't do it. You already know what to do. You already know what to do. Now, somebody said on YouTube that this is the best idea I have learned. And I know he's talking about decision. You got to make it. So what's holding you back? It's the programming. It's a programming. It's a paradigm right there in your subconscious mind that holds you back. It's right there. Every single detail about who you are, it is stored in your subconscious mind, and that holds you back. That really keeps you stuck in where you are. And that actually causes a problem in many people's life. But what if you have a solution? What if you can make a shift? Now, before I go ahead, I really want to ask you a question. How many of you are really ready to make that shift? If you're ready to make that shift, let me know in the chat box. If you're on Zoom, you can type yes in the chat box. If you're on YouTube, type yes in the YouTube comment box. If you're really ready to make a decision, or if you're really ready to change your life, type yes in the chat box. And I know many of you want to do that. And if you're one of those who want to change your life, we have a good news. And the good news is that we are coming up with the wonderful, marvelous seminar this month. And it is Quantum Leap to Success. Myself and my good friend and my business partner, Mr. Sunil Chaya, we are going to present the Quantum Leap to Success formula to you. And this is a complete science of how to live a life. In this Quantum Leap to Success, we are going to help you to shape ideas. We are really going to help you to build the dreams and the vision you have for yourself. And then we are going to show you how to make them happen. Nelson Mandela said something really beautiful, and I loved it. He said, there is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one you're capable of living. We are capable of living a great life, but we settle for a life that is lesser than what we are capable of. And to really live a life you want to live, you got to ask yourself 3 questions. First, you have to make a decision. I want you to ask these questions to yourself. Are you crystal clear on what you want? I know most of you are not. Some of you might be, most of you are not. Are you pursuing your goal? And are you doing what others expect from you? Are you earning the money that you want to earn? If your answer to any of these questions is no, then this seminar is for you. The Quantum Leap to Success is for you, as I can tell you. This is a formula where we are going to teach you about all the different areas of your life. It's not just about money. It's about health. It's about wealth. It's about relationships. It's about spirituality. Everything that you talk about, it is covered right there in our seminar, Quantum Leap to Success. And you're going to get a lot in the seminar. These are the things you're going to get in the seminar. Look at the list. It is never-ending list that you will get in the seminar. First of all, you will have a seminar workbook that I'm going to give you. There will be a Quantum Leap planner to plan your quantum leap, to plan your big success in life, to really plan what you want to do. And if you sign up for a VIP ticket for the seminar, you will get a 2-month of coaching. That is a Success Mindset Academy worth $100 for free. And then if you again sign up for a VIP ticket, you will have access to my vision board workshop. This is a live workshop I do, and I usually charge $500 for it. That will be absolutely free for you. The daily Quantum Leap tracker, because see, if you don't track your activities, you will be lost. But if you track those activities, you know what you're doing good and you know what you have to improve. That is going to be there. You will have a personal session with me and Mr. Sunil Chaya if you sign up for a VIP ticket. The 20% of discount on one-on-one coaching, that again will be for VIPs. Gratitude journal. Now, gratitude journal, I have my gratitude journal that I created, which is going to be published pretty soon on Amazon. Whoever sign up for the seminar, they will get a personal copy of that journal from my side. I'll ship it to you. Then you will get a recorded Quantum Leap affirmation customized based upon your goal. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, it is. You will have meditation. You will have live access to our Facebook community. You will have live support for the masterminding WhatsApp group and the certification of participation. Isn't that wonderful what you're getting right there in the seminar? I know it is. It's a lot than what you have ever imagined. And that's what all it takes. It takes an investment. Early bird tickets are unluckily gone now. They're not available. So either you can go for VIP or you can go for standard. I recommend you go for the VIP. Invest $113 in your growth. And remember, when you empty, remember when you just put your money, when you put your money into your own head, no one in the world can take it back from you. You just really have to put your money into your own head. And either you can go for the standard ticket or you can go for the VIP ticket. That's your choice. But I recommend you go for the VIP one. And you already know what is covered. And all it takes is a decision. Life is either a daring adventure or it is nothing at all. The decision is yours. You got to make that decision. And we're going to share the link right now in the chat box with you. Go to that link and sign up for this seminar. Make a decision right now, because if you don't make a decision right now, you will go back and you will not come back to the seminar. I can tell you that with 100% surety. You got to make the decision right now, right here, that this is what I'm going to do. And let me tell you, if you make a decision to do that, you will not be feeling disappointed, because this is going to change your life. And I do trust in that. One seminar changed my life, it can change yours. You can follow us on our social media platforms. And if you have questions, you're most welcome to ask your questions right now. So go ahead and ask your question. Either your question have with respect to the seminar, you have questions in journal, please put that in the comment box. And I'm looking forward to really answer your questions also, because I really want to help you as much as I can. So it's not just about the seminar, but the seminar is very important. So you really have to sign up for it if you really want to make a big shift. If you really want to understand more about paradigm, if you really want to understand more about your life and how to bring that change, you got to be on the seminar, guys. But now, if you have questions, let me know in the chat box. If you're on YouTube, guys, you can ask your questions, or you can ask your question later on. And if you talk about seminar, it is happening on 27th November, 28th November, and 29th November. It is a 2.5 day of virtual seminar. On 27th November, it's starting at 6 p.m. Indian time till 9 p.m. On 28th, complete date 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 29th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay. And there will be two speakers. I'll be there. Mr. Sunil Chaya will be there. And we're going to have a blast over there. I can tell you. This is going to be one of the best seminars we have ever did. So you got to be there to experience that, because there is no other way for you to experience it rather than being there. So you really got to make a decision, and you got to be there to fulfill that decision. So now, if you have question, guys, I'm looking at there on my YouTube channel also. So if you have a question, let me know on the YouTube. I'll answer you right here, right now. And if you are on Zoom, you can ask in the chat box. All right, so I don't think there are any questions. And if we have questions later on, I will love to answer those questions. And for now, if you really want to sign up for this session, if you really want to go for the seminar, please do it right now. Okay. All right. Somebody said, do you have a special price for students? All right. A special price for students. All right. Sure. So what we can do for students is that we can just give them a tickets for the early bird price. So if you're a student, you can go for the early bird tickets, which are officially closed now. But we can just open it up for the student, because if they're really interested, we'll give them that early bird whenever they want to pay. Because see, it's about being committed. Money is just, it will come if you make a decision. So for students, the price is $60, Manikar. It's around about 4,000 rupees or something like that. All right, perfect, guys. Any question, bring it right now. Don't feel shy. Don't hold yourself back, because asking a question may clear your doubt. Okay. All right, perfect. So guys, the link is here. Thank you so much for being here. I really loved it. I really enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to see you into the seminar. You can invite your friends. You can invite your family. Invite as many people you can, because this is really going to be an amazing one. See you there in the seminar. Till then, take care. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe our channel. And I'm really looking forward to interact you with more in the future soon. Thank you for being here. It was a pleasure doing this masterclass. And I'll see you next week for another masterclass. Till then, take care and live the life the way you want to live. Have a good day wherever you are. See you next time.